Daisy, it's good to talk with you again.
How are you doing?
I'm very good. I hope you are well.
Very
Also,
well, thank you.
good. Let's talk about We Bury the Dead. Uh, this. I guess this movie presents itself as a zombie movie, but it's about a lot more than that. Talk to me about what it was that drove you to want to play Ava in this.
Well, funnily enough, when I read the script, I obviously saw that there were zombies there, but I didn't really think too much about them because to me, the story was so much about humanity and so much about this woman's journey to find some sort of closure. She doesn't know what it is she's going to find at the end, but that's really the driving force of her story. And then the zombies would appear on set. I'm like, oh, hey. Um, but I think they are also an incredible tool in many ways as a representative of Ava's emotional journey. These the people that haven't been able to, as we come to understand, the zombies have unfinished business, and they're sort of caught in the in between, trying to finish something and not being capable of doing so. And that's really what Ava is on her journey to do. So yes, I think there are great moments, there are real scares, and also it's really a film about how we say goodbye.
One of the things I like about it is that, it kind of changes its tone a few different times. Like
Mm,
there's times where you're running away from
mm,
these creatures. There's times where you're kind of held captive at one
hmm.
point, which I thought was a really thrilling sequence. How do you prepare for that kind of those kinds of emotional shifts frequently throughout the movie?
It was interesting. Bluebird House, which is the sequence with Riley, which for me is the scariest moment in the film, which is funny because he's a human.
Right.
I had flown to South by Southwest for Magpie, flew back, and we started that sequence the next day.
Oh
And
wow.
I was like, whoa, mama. He was amazing. And what was it interesting about that sequence is watching Mark play Riley, because she's very observational, particularly at that time. I was so understanding of what it is that he was saying. It's this strange thing where he's so, in many ways, sort of absent from reality, but actually very in himself and in his experience. But that whole sequence really felt like an interesting departure from the rest of the movie, which was really fun. And this very strange place that they're in, and how she gets out of that, and how terrifying it ends up being. I think I was surrounded by amazing actors. I mean, it's a
Yeah.
beautiful script, amazing actors, amazing crew that made me feel very comfortable. So in all of the stuff that we were doing, I felt very safe to, do what I needed to
Yeah.
do.
We've talked about how much this you've done a lot of action stuff and now you're doing some horror stuff now. I've talked about how much I like that turn for you. I guess people want to know, do you prefer to swing an axe or do you prefer to swing a lightsaber?
What was it like the first swing? That's hilarious. But it was quite funny because when I swung the axe, I did, there was like a ooh from some of the crew. I was like, oh yeah, this is fun. Yeah, bit of a different thing. But I mean protection.
Of course.
Both things offer protection.
Daisy, it's fantastic talking with you again. I wish you the best of luck with the film and thanks for your
Thank you.
time.
Thanks so much.
Thank you. Thanks for checking out the show. If you like what we're laying down, please subscribe to our channel and click the bell to receive notifications for all of our latest stuff.